wife, the Zaharina Zahari. We come to the who's also known as Nina, right?
Hi, Lina.
And where's she? Where's she? Going to wrong place. Okay.
You forgot
No,
your kitchen, is it, Edward? Because the house
No,
too big.
I thought we were supposed to start at the Christmas tree and then come here. Okay, so hello, you. Okay,
Hi, hi. My
okay.
name is Nina.
hi.
I'm happy to actually share my secret recipe of chocolate pavlova with you. It's something which is a staple in our family, and we always have it every time. This is a special Christmas season, but we only have it every time. So to make a chocolate pavlova, what you do, the ingredients are this. You need, of course, chocolate,
Mhm.
and then you need also chocolate which you chop up, corn flour, some icing sugar, caster sugar, vanilla essence, of course, eggs, because it's a meringue base, so you need eggs. And then you probably need whipping cream to dress it up later. And then some fruits, some festive fruits. Generally, it's with berries, it's raspberries. But we went to the shop yesterday, there were no raspberries, so my daughter bought us some strawberries and some blueberries. What you need to do is you need to separate the eggs and the egg whites, okay? And you've got three egg whites here, big, large eggs. For every egg white, you need 50 grams of sugar. And then you need 2 tablespoons of chocolate with a bit of corn flour. And you need, this is balsamic vinegar and vanilla essence and the chocolate which is chopped up. But before you start, you need to prepare your oven. Okay, put the oven up to 200 degrees. It's very hot. But as soon as you put the pavlova in, you drop it down to 150 degrees so that you shock the meringue to rise quickly and then it cooks slowly over a long period of time. You have to prepare first your tray, where you have the baking tray. Use a plate and then just make a circle around it to guide it so that it's round, so that you get a round shape once it's done. So perhaps very quickly, moving on to doing the meringue, we have the egg white separated here. While you're whipping the egg white, all sugar at once. You have to take one spoon at a time.
Nina, just now you mentioned about the chocolate. Is chocolate powder, is it?
Sorry, I can hear before the end and I answer the question.
Oh, okay, okay.
There's a question. Uh, want to repeat your question?
Yeah, just now Nina mentioned about the chocolate powder. Is different than cocoa powder, right?
Yes, it's cocoa powder, it's the best cocoa powder.
Ah, okay, okay.
So once you whip the meringue into soft peaks, this is what it means by soft peaks, yeah? You add in the cocoa powder and 1 teaspoon of corn flour and your vanilla essence and your balsamic vinegar. Because what happens is with the balsamic vinegar, when the meringue comes up, it's crispy on the top, but it's chewy on the inside. It makes it very, very delicious. You fold it in gently, right? And it's very important to shift the cocoa powder before you add it in, just to avoid any lumps. Okay. So I repeat the recipe, it's 3 egg whites, 150 grams of castor sugar, 2 tablespoons of cocoa powder, and then you have 1 teaspoon of corn flour. And these are the chopped chocolate, dark chocolate, because it has a very nice flavor to it. And when you bite into the meringue, you have a chocolate pieces, dark chocolate pieces inside. It's absolutely delicious. Okay. So once you've had it mixed thoroughly, then you just prepare it. Put it onto your prepared baking tray. Okay. I move this aside and put it on. So you just do this. This is a trick to keep the paper onto the pan. Okay. The wrapping drop. And then you just, as a guide, you've already put the thing there. So you know, and it will grow and it will increase in size as you are baking it. Yeah. And you have to bake it over a very slow, low oven for a long period of time. And it's very important that you also cool the meringue in the oven. So this meringue, because it's not very big, will take about 1 hour, 1 hour, 15 minutes to cook. And then you let it cool in the oven for another 20 minutes or so. And then take it out of the oven and let it cool completely onto the counter. Then what I like to do is before I serve it, I like to have it chill so that it's nice when you serve it. Okay? So that's it. Take every yummy bit out of the bowl. It's very easy. People always say when they do a meringue, it's difficult to do. Actually, it's one of the easiest thing to do. Okay. So remember, you would have preheated your oven to about 200 degrees. And if you have a fan assist the oven, it becomes very, very hot. Now, let me take you out for our oven. Yeah. And immediately turn it down to 150 and leave it. Since we are short of time, I prepared this yesterday. So, to dress your pavlova, I have whipped 1 carton of whipping cream with a teaspoon of icing sugar and a little bit of vanilla essence. Okay. So what we can pile it's not a lot of cream because not many people like cream because people say it can be a bit too heavy. So just 1 of that will do. Just pile it generously onto the pavlova. Right? And that you can use any fruits really on this. It's just like for the festive season, it's nice to use something red, something blue. Some people just only use one berry, but I like the contrast of colors. So I'm using blueberries and strawberries today. So just put it on top like that. Yep. And that's your, oops, I've got one. That's delicious. Anyway, and there you go. That's Nina and Edward's chocolate pavlova, ready for your Christmas dinner. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Okay, so any question?
Can it be delivered to my house or not?
I think last year we were very happy.
Lina, make it so simple. It looks so simple. But
It is
I'm
simple.
sure it's good.
It is simple because I did this yesterday, and then the oven does most of the work, right? But it's still absolutely delicious. And to test a good pavlova, you need to do this.
Okay,
Yeah?
you need to listen to the sound.
You need to listen to the sound. Can you hear that? That is the sound of a good pavlova.
The crunchy sound.
So
Wow.
it's crunchy at the top,
Yeah, I can hear that. Yeah.
and it's gooey in the middle. It's absolutely delicious. Yeah, but because I make it all the time, I don't particularly eat it. But many people say that this is the best dessert. And if you go to many of the restaurants, the high-end restaurants, they charge you an arm and a leg for this. But actually, the ingredients are rather simple. But use good ingredients, but you don't need much of it. And it's totally delicious.
Do
You
you
guys
think
can-
you
Hmm?
do you
Sorry?
think you will end well with a glass of wine or coffee or tea?
with a glass of dessert wine, probably good. But many people say they like it with a nice, good cup of espresso, a good cup of coffee, even with a nice cup of tea.
Mm,
Okay.
excellent. I
All
could taste it. I could taste it.
Yes.
Thank you so much, Lina. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. I'm so happy that to see you all today.
So one other question, Sajita.
Yeah. Hi, Dr. Zaha. Thank you for sharing your tips. I just want to find out, can you guide us on the storage of leftovers?
The storage, you have to store it in the fridge. It doesn't like damp, right? So when it's very humid and all that, sometimes in the kitchen as well, if you're cooking something else, right, it doesn't rise properly. That's because you have a lot of dampness in the air. But once you do the pavlova already the night before, what you do is you keep it in the fridge, and it keeps very, very well. And this one keeps for a few days actually in the fridge. But to be honest, it never lasts a few days. It's so popular that it's so popular that it's normally finished very, very quickly.
Okay, thank you.
Okay. Any other questions?
Okay.
Anita.
All right. Thank you so much for your
Yeah.
contribution to the charity. I'm very happy to do this for you. I'm very happy to be a part of this. And
Thank you for sharing, Nina.
Bye.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank
Bye-bye.
you. Bye. Bye. Okay.
Thank you, Edward.
Yeah.
Thank
Thank you,
you.
Sifu. Thank you, Sifu. Bye bye.
Bye.
Okay. Thank you. Bye.